It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sammy, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. All right, fam, today we are talking about one of the most researched, most effective, and still quite often misunderstood, placed as like a drug that, like, you know, PKDs or a drug or something, supplements out there, which ladies should be taking, but I think sometimes are freaking out a little bit about it. And I did get requested to do a little podcast on it, so here I am. We are talking about creatine monohydrate. So if you've ever wondered, is creatine safe? Will it make me bulky? Does it cause water retention? Isn't it only for bodybuilders? Should women even take it? Do I need to load it? How do I have it? Are the gummies okay? No, don't have the gummies, just have the powder. And there's so many different forms out there. Which one should I have? I'm going to answer all of this for you in this episode. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to go too crazy on the research or anything. I'm going to keep it super simple, super like we can all understand it. But hopefully this will help you to understand that, yes, you should be taking creatine is the long and the short of the podcast. Well done. You don't have to listen to it at all anymore. But anyways, what is creatine, first of all? So creatine is a naturally occurring compound that is found in your body. It is stored mainly in your muscles and it helps you to produce energy, but it's also goes to the brain. It is also in the brain. It's everywhere. It's in all of your cells. But it is very beneficial. Mainly here, we're talking about it for your muscles and to help you produce quick, explosive energy. So your body actually does make its own creatine through the liver and the kidneys, and you get it from small amounts of food like red meat and fish. But the key here is that supplementing with creatine actually helps increase your muscle creatine stores and your brain creatine stores as well, beyond just your base levels. And that's where performance and recovery benefits really kick in. And now it's not a stimulant, it's not a hormone, it's not a steroid. It is simply helping your body regenerate ATP. And ATP is, God help me if I pronounce this wrong, it's been a long time since I've had to do this at uni, but adenosine triphosphate. It helps you to produce ATP. ATP is like money in your bank account. It is like petrol in your car. It is just the energy. It's your cell, all your cells' main energy currency. So when you want to like have a muscle contraction or your cell needs to take any actions, it uses ATP. Just like you're buying stuff with dollars, your cells are buying action with ATP. And it is used more during high intense efforts, like in a training session when you're lifting weights, for example. And so creatine is one of the little bits and bobs that are involved in building ATP. So what does creatine actually do? And let's just keep this really practical and simple. Again, I don't want to go too sciencey here. So let's just go creatine. It helps you lift heavier. It helps you perform more reps. It helps you be a bit faster, recover better, and build more lean muscle over time. Because when your muscles can produce energy faster, you can train harder. You can lift heavier. When you train harder consistently, you get stronger. It's not some magical pill or anything. It's just literal physiology. It's just supporting your physiology. It's supporting your body. And over time, those extra reps, that little bit heavier, that improved recovery, all adds up. Small improvements compounded. Now, creatine isn't one of those supplements that you're just going to take and you're going to go, I feel amazing from the first go. It's not like having coffee. It's not going to give you energy straight away. It's something that compounds over time as well. It takes time to build up into your system, so it does take time. So creatine can also support your muscle growth by, one, improving your training performance, because the more you stimulate your muscle growth, the more your sessions are going to get stronger, more mechanical tension. That's going to stimulate more muscle as long as you're fueling your body properly as well. But it also helps to hydrate your cells. So creatine helps to pull water into your muscle cells, and this is a good thing. So when people are worried about water retention, it's actually a good type of water retention because it is putting water into the muscles, and you also need that in order for the muscles to function better. Like dehydrated muscles, your performance will go to shit. So water in the muscles is also a good thing. It helps you to create a fuller muscle look. That's where you're getting that nice juicy pumped muscle look, and it can also potentially support some anabolic signaling as well, which also just means you build more muscle. So does creatine make you gain water weight? Does it make you bulky? Does it make you bloated? I mean, yes,
yes, but not in the way you think, because it draws water into the muscle, not under the skin. So it doesn't make you watery when when you're like, oh, I'm holding water like around your period or something, like, when you feel water under the skin. It's not like that at all. The water is going into your muscles. It's going to make your muscles look fuller. It's going to make you look stronger, not puffy. It's intracellular water. It's inside the muscle cells. It's not that watery, bloaty look that that people tend to think of as well. So the next question is creatine safe? Short answer, yes. Creatine monohydrate is one of the most studied supplements in the world, and there are decades of research consistently showing it is perfectly safe for healthy individuals. It does not cause kidney damage. It does not cause hair loss. It does not dehydrate you. Like, some people, can have a bit of a funny tummy with it, and so therefore you need to check the quality of the creatine that you are using. Is it creatine monohydrate, or is it a different formula? What is the quality of it? Where is it sourced from, and how much are you having in one go? So, if, for example, if you have 5 grams in a day and you notice that affects your tummy, then maybe you're going to have 2.5 in the morning, 2.5 at night. So you can break it up at the same time. And if anything, creatine is also just going to help with your hydration as well. But of course, if you have any pre-existing conditions, please consult your medical professional first. But for healthy adults, it is considered very, very safe. And so another thing that people also ask is creatine only for men? Absolutely not. Women benefit just as much, and if not more in some cases, because women are already predisposed to have less muscle, weaker bones, and smaller, just like bone frame, oh my god, what is the word I'm trying to say? Smaller frames, and relatively speaking, it's not harder to build muscle as a female. It's just that we are smaller human beings, therefore our amount of muscle that we build, relatively to what a male can build, is the same, but it just is literally smaller because we're smaller human beings. And so when you start going after the age of 30, you will slowly start to lose your muscle mass if you're not trying to really build your muscle mass, and then that dial of losing muscle mass really turns up after the age of menopause. It's actually terrifying how quickly you can lose your muscle mass. So creatine can be even more beneficial for a female, because it's going to help you to actually build more muscle and strength as you're rapidly losing. It's going to help combat that. You can help build muscle and also maintain your muscle mass to prevent the loss. So that is why it's so beneficial for women. So creatine can support the strength development, lean muscle building, cognitive function too. There's some amazing research coming out now for that higher doses though, not just the 3 to 5 gram recommendations, at much higher doses up to 20 grams per day can be super beneficial for cognitive function, and actually Alzheimer's preventions and things like that are coming out now too. So that's another major reason why women should be taking it, because your risk of those conditions do increase after menopause and as you're going through menopause due to the estrogen changes as well. So it's also going to protect your recovery, and if you can train harder, you can lift heavier. It's also going to really protect your bone health. It does not make you bulky. It does not make you a bodybuilder. Muscles don't accidentally appear overnight. It takes a long ass time of intentional training and time, and I promise you, because I am trying my goddamn hardest to get as bulky as I possibly can. I want to be a bodybuilder. I'm trying to build muscle, and it's so bloody hard. And if I'm putting that much intentional effort and it is that hard for me, I promise you, if you're just training consistently, just trying to build a bit of muscle, you are not accidentally going to become bulky. Where most women actually get bulky is that they're building muscle, but they're actually putting on heaps of body fat, and it's the body fat that makes you feel bulky. It's not the muscle. So creatine will simply support everyone in every era of life. And so here's the brain and cognitive benefits, because it's not just for the muscle. Your brain uses ATP for energy as well. So it may help with mental fatigue resistance. It may help with cognitive performance under stress. It actually may help with sleep English today. So maybe I need to take some more creatine. It may help with sleep deprivation resilience. I don't know why that word was so hard for me to say. Basically, you have a lot of shit night's sleep. Creatine may help combat the negative effects of having a lot of really shit nights of sleep. And it may even help you with your mood. So it's not just a gym supplement, it's also a performance supplement to help your whole body and brain. And by the sounds of it, I need to take some more creatine because I'm struggling to speak English today. All right, so here is how you are going to take it. Creatine monohydrate, that's it. You don't need any fancy blends. You don't need a women's only blend. Get rid of the pink tax. You just creatine monohydrate. If you can find the Pure brand, so CREA and then Pure, that does tend to be a better like form, and a lot of companies and brands use that type of creatine, but it's all creatine monohydrate, 3 to 5 grams per day generally speaking. You don't need to load it. If you want more, then you can. For the cognitive benefits, they are recommending up to 20 grams per day, but if you just take 5 grams a day, your muscles will saturate within a few weeks time. You don't need to load it. That is a nice safe place to get started with. And then if you want to take more for the cognitive benefits, you could ramp it up slowly. I'd recommend doing that one slowly, just so you don't get any tummy distress. Some people are just non-responders to creatine, and they do just get the tummy issues and they just can't take it. There's a very small percentage of the population that will just happen to, because that is life. Everyone is a little bit different, and that will happen to everyone with every sort of supplement that is out there. But the next question, timing doesn't really matter. Consistency matters more than the timing. Just take it daily. Doesn't matter if you're training or you're not training. Just take it every single day. Mix it in water, juice, protein shake, in your overnight oats, in your yogurt mix, whatever works. Just take it every single day. So who is creatine ideal for? Let me just recap it. It is everyone. Every single person. People lifting weights, athletes, those trying to build muscle, anyone want to improve their strength, vegos and vegans, older adults wanting to maintain their muscle and strength, busy professionals wanting physical and cognitive edge, people who want to prevent Alzheimer's, people who live and breathe, people who are just people, everyone should. If you train hard, or if you don't train hard, well, you should be training hard. If you're not lifting weights, you should be lifting weights. See my Instagram every day. I am posting a video of me lifting weights until you start lifting weights too, because that is how important it is. I will literally post every single day until every single person is lifting weights. So if you train hard, or if you don't train hard, you should be training hard. If you want performance and recovery, honestly, creatine is for everybody. So some quick myths, rapid fire. Let's clear things up. Creatine does not cause bloating. It does cause water retention in your cells. So it's a very good thing in your muscle cells. It does not it does not damage your kidneys. You do not need to cycle it. You do not need to load it. It is not a steroid, and it is not only for bodybuilders. So creatine monohydrate is totally safe, totally effective. It's very affordable supplement. It is backed by research, and it is beneficial for your strength, your muscles, and your brain health. But it does not replace quality training and quality nutrition. They are also very, very fundamental in order to improve your health. You will not build muscle by just taking creatine. You actually need to do the training and fuel your body properly. But if you're already showing up, you're lifting consistently, fueling properly, then creatine can also help you get more out of the work that you're already doing and help support your health for the long term. And when you start stacking small improvements over time, that's where you start to notice some real transformations in your body. So if you found this helpful, hopefully I broke this down in a way that is helpful and knowledgeable without going like too wild on the evidence and the research and the sciencey side of things. I tried to keep it simple. I hope this is helpful. Share this with someone who thinks that creatine is just for bodybuilders, because I promise you it is not. And if you want to hear more training, nutrition, building strength, building muscle, why you should be lifting weights, I will do all the podcasts on it. Let me know, because this was a request. Someone requested that I did this, and so I love to get a request and get an idea for a podcast. So let me know what you want to hear in the next one, and I'll see you then. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me Sammy_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me Livestrong on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.